Good night, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's exciting edition of the Almost Daily Shush. I'm your political analyst, religious guru, business consultant, border specialist, and forensic expert, Sandra Koye. Just kidding. I'm Patrick. In recent months, police have made several discoveries of illegal drugs and even planes that have been suspected of carrying drugs. And just last week, police just made a bust of 18.4 pounds of oxycodone, a painkiller that is an opioid, which when overused produces serious high and can even lead to death due to addiction or overdose. This make I wonder about Belizean. I mean, government got through all kind of quarrel with the church just to decriminalize marijuana, and all of a sudden, marijuana become unappealing. Now, like, we only enjoy things when it's illegal. I literally know a couple of people who stop drinking when they turn 18, and a couple other people will only buy a phone off of the street. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset because people divorce from the herbs and favor the Nelly blue pills, but come on. If more people walk away from marijuana, less people want to produce it, and then the price going up, and then I was affected. So if you can avoid that, leave it, right? Moving away from the green stuff and towards the red and blue stuff now, internal party politics turn up this month as the PUP and UDP continue to prepare for constituency conventions. Popcorn world developments keep the pop up like bolito balls. Now, people often refer to election time as silly season, and the obvious why. On the PUP side, they may try to get rid of Arthur Saldiva, but he take for his own party make puppy show. And on the other side, it look like all kind of fancy moves they happen to keep certain people out of the UDP convention. The UDP has this week suddenly declared that about 7 of their candidates will have to resign from their government jobs if they want to run. That may throw me off. Now, you gotta fill out your application form, submit it, start campaign, care about 200 people to go register, then a month later they tell you can't run. Not like you ask your mom for money for go to expo. She send you to she room, go get a purse, and when you carry it for her, all of a sudden she tell you you can't go to expo because you never did your chores last week. Come on. Anyway, when it comes to the UDP and untimely rejections, one super name is always lingering to get where they don't get. Philip Superman Willoughby, a.k.a. Mr. Nemo. Because of the decision, Philo had to resign from his job. So, in a span of just a few weeks, Philco gone from Simo to Nemo to Levo. Clearly, the only disaster he is managing this year is his political career. Speaking of political drama, the poor Belize City Council, led by Mayor Bernard Wagner, still struggle to go a whole week without confusion. Elected in March of this year, the council's short list of accomplishments include matters such as design new business cards, set fire to old pictures of the council, take selfies in front of all the mirrors. Well, this week there were more confusions. The bus company Hilux Bus Service has written the City Council to challenge their granting of a Ponyard Bridge to Belama Road Service permit to another company. According to Hilux, the council does not have the power to do so. Therefore, they must address their illegal act. Well, we have Shush that the new company that was given the new permit is the Power to the People Blue Train, driven by the Caliente dancers. But we're not confirm it yet, so no say me say. In any event, I wish to personally inform the Belize City Council that Ashton Kutcher now will pop up anytime soon and tell you that you are punked. You seriously did win the election, and so you seriously need to learn the laws and act accordingly. Finally, it's that time of the year again, hurricane season, also known as Belizean singing competition season. Every year around this time, brave Belizeans enter televised singing competitions knowing that Crofty is there? Well, our very own Patrice Kardashian was on America's Idol and wowed the judges with his stunning rendition of Loving You by Minnie Riperton. Check it out.
Good night, judges. Tonight I will be singing Loving You by Minnie Riperton. I dedicate this to my one true love, Hortense, who recently put me out over false allegations. Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Making love with you is all I wanna do. Loving you is more than just a dream come true. And everything that I do is out of loving you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Do 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 do. Judges, won't nothing.
It is a beautiful song when you're not singing it.
Sure, man. No people know about good thing. This your throat, have more talent, than Lord Rayburn and Whitney Houston combined. But I still want to take the criticism. Not about constructive criticism, but I want to take them. And Hortense, if you're seeing this, please answer the letters there where I send for you. And if you don't get there yet, send me a leap page now. Thank you, judges.
Wow. Poor Patrice. He's going through a truly difficult time right now, but I think listening to his singing was more difficult than wherever he go through right now. Viewers, that brings us to the end of tonight's Shush and News. If I can be very honest, I sincerely hope that nobody who I mentioned tonight they watch right now. I was like, all of the Crofty, and I like say shush to people's face. More enjoyable when I say it back on, right? Kindly stay tuned as we go for a quick commercial break.
The outlook for the 2018 hurricane season predicts a slightly above average season, and RF&G Insurance encourages you to take no chances. Be sure to check your hurricane supplies kit and review your family emergency plan. Cut overgrown and dead branches from trees. Have an evacuation plan and know where shelters are. Secure all important documents. Have a plan for your pet in the event you have to seek shelter outside of your home. Keep in mind that while a hurricane plan is important, an insurance policy from RF&G Insurance gives you the confidence that your home and possessions are well taken care of. Did you know that in 2017, insurance payments for Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria are already over $100 billion for damages to properties in the Caribbean and the United States? Ensure that your home or business is protected. Visit us today at our office on 1 Coney Drive, Belize City, or an RF&G agent near you. Let us help you to get it right this hurricane season. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Do you like to build? Then do it with Benny's. The tool room at Benny's has all the tools you need to do the job right. From hand tools to power tools, we have the brands you can trust. Black & Decker, Stanley, DeWalt, and Hilti. Do what you were born to do. Do it with Benny's.
Good night, fans. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of the Foreign News. I am your host, Patrice Kardashian. I may try my best last 2 weeks for no report for any American news in the Foreign News, but this week's happenings leave it too spicy now for report. Before I give you this first report, make I give you a quick history lesson. The United States and Russia not really know body since forever. Them had serious beef during the Cold War, dispute when Russia may want to send missiles to Cuba, and more dispute over Russia invading Crimea and allegedly hacking the US elections to make Trump be president. Obviously, Americans not trust Russian, and Russia not trust American. So, with all of that in mind, you could understand why the whole world jaw dropped when President Trump, standing next to President Putin of Russia, take up for he instead of his country.
My first question for you, sir, is who do you believe? My second question is, would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
Yup. This is like Honorable Dean Barrow. They will testify on behalf of Honorable Said Musa. If your man hug up the teacher, we just slash off for no reason. But that wasn't the only strange thing that happened. President Putin then gave President Trump a gift.
Speaking of the football, actually, Mr. President, I'll give this ball to you, and now the ball is in your court. All the more that the United States will host the World Cup in 2026.
That will go to my son Barron. We have no question. In fact, Melania, here you go. Okay.
Everything about that, me awkward. Aside from the fact that Trump almost knocked out the wife with a football. Some people believe that Russia put equipment in the football for spy. Hashtag trust issues. Moving on. This piece of international news, not really news, but it bother my whole soul, so I need to share it. This elderly man decided that he wanted to be Crocodile Dundee, and so he attempted to tame a 75-year-old Jurassic Park-looking alligator.
I'm really fine.
What a way, no, sir? This man seemed committed to cut down for his life expectancy. If he may injure and try to call birth, they may want to suck their teeth because he may practice foolishness. And in the final foreign news, the European Union has fined Google over $5 billion for allegedly unfair practices. According to the European Union, Google forced Android users to only use their search engine and website. Me don't know nothing about any website or search engine. My mother is 5 billion with a B. You know how much coppers I would have to come for a roll up and pay the fine? Was the umpteenth million gazillion one say. And I was still short of roughly $4.999 billion. But you know, as soon as I start to feel sorry for Google, I read the company make 5 billion every 16 days. So I find I don't even leave mosquito bite for them. When I tell you no, sir, if I had that kind of money there, I would have fixed up my lead Jeep, buy her tents for a brand new set of teeth, and I would have paid for make June get in at the NBA or NEBL so he could fulfill his dreams. Anyways, folks, that's it for today's edition of the Foreign News. Bye-bye.
Alright, so before I give you guys what I know you've been waiting for, I just want to point out something. The Almost Daily Shush really display Belizean, you know. We go know everything, you know, like politics, drama, shush, news about Trump, and Bexness. That's now a balanced, healthy Belizean diet right there. I think I should get invited to all on a wedding and a baby christening after this. Well, without any further delays, it's time for What You Bex About today. Folks, we start tonight's Bexness with a gripe with affect Latta Belizean. And no, none of vital stats this time, but their big brother, Passport Department. This Bex Facebook user shared this lengthy post. It's been over a year now since my passport has expired. And since then, I've made several attempts to renew. This is getting ridiculous now. I went to Belmopan to do it at first, since I travel there every day for school. All kind of antics with these people. Oh, you missing this and that, which isn't even on the application form. Then, the young lady that dealt with me had the courage to have attitude with me because I am from Belize City and I went there to get it done. I don't see nowhere it indicates if you're from Belize City, you can't go to Belmopan to get it done. Anyways, they say I didn't have all my documents, so I put it on pause. Now, it's been over a month since I've been trying to get my passport, and every week I call to make an appointment. They are full. I finally get my appointment, but when I went there, they say their system is down. Every week the system is down. Then they have the audacity to have attitude with you as if you're the one inconveniencing them. What really pissed me off is when they say I have to call them to see when their system is up. Now I must look like my parents' own BTL for the waste my limit credit for call Uno every 2 hours or so, just so Uno could tell me the system not working yet. You guys have no remorse to the time and money people waste. And all of my panties twist up and the iron missing out of my damn bra. That Uno want know for to give me my passport when the system finally come up back. My documents must have done expire since the pictures can't be more than 6 months old. You guys need to do better than this, man. Young lady, I think you need a talk show. Because you hit the nail right on the head for a lot of Belizeans. In Thailand, it takes a few days to rescue 13 people out of a flooded narrow cave. Yet, we still have to wait 7 months to get to one new passport to go to Chetomal. We should have been able to do this online. I hope somebody listened to my cries for this one. Now, we move on to this timely post. Just last week, I reported an incident with the butane tank which exploded. And I think people have heeded my warnings. This Facebook user posted this. Well, if I not tell you that the vendor bloody gas tank loose the bridge foot and everybody scatter because they're afraid to blow up. Well, for me, I was like, do I really want to jump in this river since I just shower and mess up my shirt? So I just run about in a circle. Then this young lady behind me start do the same thing I do. I was like, Mommy, you don't have a mind of your own then. Don't follow me. I need nowhere to run. But I could just imagine the fireworks may happen out there. Then people need to be more careful and not the breads. All fun and jokes aside. I like how this person declare, all fun and jokes aside, after they don't tell about 9 jokes. This post probably get broke down and examined though. Make we say. First, if they realize the tank loose, why never just reconnect it? Second, when they go through the young lady man who start running in a circle, just because somebody else may do that, I think she probably the type of friend where would have jump off a cliff if one of her friends do it too. And lastly, the most obvious part, this Facebook user literally, in a moment of life or death, only made the world of his t-shirt. I think I shall be the one to submit this entire post as a reason to be vexed. Everything about this stress me out. Now, we all know that one thing where always get Belizean vexed. That when anybody or anything cause we to use the phone credits and waste it. That precious like gold. This Facebook user posted this. I am currently living under the assumption, yeah, I know that is next to stupidity, but nevertheless, I am living under the assumption that and possibly other banks in Belize have a working contract with BTL, cause damn, a computer answer your call, then they start playing music for you, and if you keep hoping they answer you, it could be a good 15 to 30 minutes before they take your call. Don't even let me start about after they take it, then they have to transfer you. That's another hour. Alright, they definitely not gonna know lie in that. Last week, I called a company and I listened to the whole Celine Dion Greatest Hits album while they had me on hold. I think somebody even need to hire a DJ for entertain you while they gotta wait for so much hours. I begs about this too. And finally, we end tonight's Bexness with a Facebook post which is 50% Bex and roughly 50% Facey. Word of advice, speaking on behalf of my coworker, don't ever borrow from they are too chancy and unreasonable. No type of good customer service. How can you charge a fee of 106 just because you're a week overdue? You already told the representative that you cannot come in and pay in 2 weeks' time due to the fact that teachers are so busy, and to let them just extend for a month because teachers get paid every month and it's not until then that we remember our bills. Then usually charge an interest of $60 over a certain amount of time, and she tried to ask them to reason with her, yet they denied her request. Alright, so obviously nobody had money for wasting their days. So if a company they overcharge me, I had a vex too. But who fault that? If you're a coworker, aka you borrow money, too busy for pay it back, forget about your bills and then tell them you need more time for pay your loan, it should be expected that you'll get a late charge on top of that. But on the bright side, thank goodness it was this company you borrowed from and not a loan shark. Because I hear a loan shark, they charge an arm and a leg. Literally, if you don't pay back. You could lose one arm and one leg. Well, there you have it, everyone. You have heard where Belizeans begs about today. We are now going for a short commercial break. Later, we feature another artist on our Artist Spotlight.
Welcome to RFNG Insurance's educational series. Our aim is for you to understand insurance and how it works. Today, we will be discussing the importance of insuring your contents. Most homeowners' insurance policies don't automatically cover the contents of your house. Content insurance is insurance that pays for damages to or loss of your personal possessions while located in your home. It is important to have enough insurance to cover everything. Go through every room and make a list of what you have and take photos. You might be surprised at how much stuff you have. Make sure the amount that you're insuring for will be enough to cover the replacement cost of all items in your home. You might need to declare valuable items separately to the insurance company. Some policies don't cover these items or limit how much you can claim to replace them. A valuable item might be paintings and other valuable pieces of art such as carvings, statues, etc., as well as jewelry and watches. Thanks for joining us. If you need more information or clarification on the topics we have covered, contact us at 223-5734. RFNG Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Welcome back, my Shushalicious viewers. It is now time for our Artist Spotlight segment. Now, usually when we hear the word artist, we tend to think about musicians. Well, tonight our artist is a Belizean author. Most of you know her from her role as a talk show host, but she got large now. I'm pleased to welcome Sharon Marin Lewis, author of the book Superstition, a Belizean Snapshot. Good evening and welcome, Sharon. How are you?
Good evening, thank you. I don't know who gave you permission for say I gone large. I don't know who did, but I want to take that.
You want to take that? All right.
Thanks for inviting me to your show.
All right, thank you for coming. No, I just want to make a note there. The last time we sat like this, she made the interview me. Right?
Correct.
So I will check out that too. Right?
Definitely we have to get that out to them so they can see it.
Right? Yeah, that was good times. So, Sharon, first thing, so tell us how you went from talk show host to author. I know you said you couldn't write before, you know.
All right. I know me I take you up on that, but let me tell you, I haven't given up talk show hosts and all that. You know, it's still what I do, but I have other talents, and I definitely wanted to explore writing.
And well, you couldn't pick a better topic because Belizeans are a superstitious bunch. I don't read the whole book yet because I just get it this morning, right? But I need to know if you cover bad hype and you want to take me.
I definitely do that. The book, let me tell you, there are so many things you could write about. I had covered at least 65 superstitions in the book. And what I did is I categorized it by genres. So I covered death, birth, marriage. And I think I did 7 in all. So,
superstitious number?
yeah, I had to do 7, yeah. That's a lucky number. I never made the 13. I could have made the 13. Bad things though. But I categorized it, and I definitely covered Bad Eye Pan Baby. The book is really to celebrate our culture of superstition. I don't find it, I don't find superstition to be something negative. Or positive. It's just a part of Belizean culture. And a lot of people tend to be superstitious here.
Even if you can't help it. No?
Yeah, but sometimes I think it's also that we talk about these things, but we don't really believe it, you know? Yeah. So if you've read the book, and when you get to finish reading the book, you'll realize that I poked a lot of fun at the superstitions, but I also made a disclaimer because I know how we're thin skinned that I'm not to try, make light of our culture. I just, it's just a light-hearted topic.
Yeah, well, we have a light-hearted culture, so, fit in, right?
Yeah, like, it makes it for laugh at everything.
Okay. So you think they have a specific reason why Belizeans superstitious?
I think I wouldn't look at it as just Belizeans. Superstition is universal. And I think anybody who picks up the book, I want to translate it in Spanish, Caribbean, all different language if possible. I have a lot of expectations and hopes and dreams for this one book, and I have many more to write. But superstition is universal, and for that reason, like I've said, when people ask me about this book, the one thing that I've found is that mankind strives to explain everything. And when we don't have an explanation for things, we tend to make it up, so, or we like to manipulate people as well. We're very tricky, so in the book I explore all of that. Yes, damn you humans. So for example, let's say you hear this one, I covered this one in the book, where it talks about when you come home after midnight, you shouldn't walk in with your back to the door. You should have walked in the face to do your face. Whatever ghost, demon. I don't know what that do, Patrick, but then I'll follow you inside, right? Yeah. So that right there, I think that was a superstition that the older folks used to dissuade the younger people from staying out late.
Yeah.
There are different superstitions that I just laughed at, but then there are some that have serious connections to our African heritage. Most people here have African heritage. We have different shades of brown, you know.
We got a nice mix here.
We got a nice mix, yeah. Right, I believe people might say Patrick white, right? But Patrick no white. Show Patrick the America then, yeah. So black, you know, that never did happen. So all we have an African, you know, heritage. And when I sat down to write this book, I thought about a lot of the experiences that I had that shaped my life, but they didn't damage me. They just made me examine where we come from even more. When my great-grandmother died, we were living in Corozal, and I was 7 at the time, and I remember them crossing me over her coffin.
Oh,
that's a superstition that we have here, so that she didn't come to take me back, you know, take me up she died, or take the other children. So
I just think about that.
You know about that superstition?
Yeah,
right?
I've heard of it.
Okay, so there are different things that when people read the book, they're like, oh yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
That's a part of what we do, and this is probably why. So the book doesn't explore the root of superstition. It just talks about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes mention of it.
It does make mention of it. And if you look at the cover is a Hammond's tree, and a Hammond's tree is thought to be haunted. Yeah. You know, when I first moved out, one of the second places I moved to had a Hammond's tree in the yard. And when I came in late at night, I was really spooked by it, just because of that superstition. No, I don't see a ghost up to now, but no Hammond's tree. But darling, I don't want to pass one late at night by myself, you know? So the book is really a celebration of our culture, and I really hope people who pick it up can share it with others and enjoy the stories that are in there, the comparisons that are in there, the superstitions that I explore. And then you can also think of those that were not in the book.
Okay, nice. Conversation piece.
It is a conversation piece.
The book is Superstition, a Belizean Snapshot. Sharon, thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. And anybody want to big up?
Just myself with the book. I mean, listen,
yes.
I don't have hard copies at this moment, but they will be here by the time the show to air. We will have it here.
By tomorrow?
By tomorrow, yeah, we will have it here. It should be here today. It should have been here last week, but 4th of July mashed me up. The celebrations, because I have to get them shipped here.
Okay.
But you can find this book on Amazon.com.
Awesome.
So for people who are not in Belize who would like a copy of it, feel free to go to Amazon.com, look for Superstition, a Belizean Snapshot. Delivery is free. You get a little extra for tax. It's available in ebook format as well.
Awesome. Sharon Marin Lewis, guys, Artist Spotlight for tonight. Great having you.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers, for tuning in once again. Speaking on behalf of myself, as well as Patrice, it's honestly a pleasure to be able to entertain you, educate you, and for take things make Papa show. Hashtag, I would even do this for free. I'm lying. If you have been enjoying our show and would like to see new content as soon as they are released, be sure to like us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Colorblind Belize. If you have Shush or Bexness that you want us to report, you can send a WhatsApp or a text to the Shush hotline at 636-8836. We return next Thursday, same time, same place. Until then, good night.